You were a former governor, and I am a former governor. Please, off the mic and sit down. Senator Akpabio. This Akpabio, the guy talks anyhow to people. He's so power drunk. Like the people that we have as the top three in our country. They are nothing to write home about. Akpabio, Shetima, President, and Wike. Wike now, we don't know if he's even the president of the state safe. He said, "Oh, yeah, off your mic and sit down." The man talks anyhow, very rude. Senate President Godswill Akpabio engaged in a heated exchange with Senator Dickson Seriake of Bayelsa West regarding Senate procedures for handling President Bola Tinubu's state of emergency declaration. He will tell you to sit down. He has collected money. He went to Wike's house yesterday now. You don't know anything. Maybe they shared money for this one. He doesn't want to collect it. And he wants to try to say something or have an opinion. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, off your mic and sit down." Very funny. The confrontation erupted when Senator Akpabio Bamidele, the Senate Majority Leader, rose to cite relevant parliamentary order. Senator Dickson attempted to interject with his own point of order, prompting an immediate rebuke from Akpabio. Just shut somebody up. When somebody wants to say something that you know that it's not something that you agree to, you tell the person to off the mic. That was the same way they off Natasha mic that day. It is well. In a media coverage by NAS TV, Senator Akpabio sharply addressed Senator Dickson, saying, "Listen to me. Let's not argue. If you argue, it will not be good for any of us." That's a subtle threat. Maybe you know. A subtle threat. That is why most of those senators cannot talk. Even during the Natasha's brouhaha, they could not say anything. Look at what he said. He said, "Let's not argue. If we argue, it will not be any good for any of us." That's a subtle threat. We are all distinguished people. You were a former governor and I am a former governor. So, what if you were a former governor and a former governor? So what? Please off the mic and sit down. Akpabio continued his criticism, stating, "I watched you on television and you said no matter what the Senate does, the Senate will never go with you. And the Senate will not go with you. You have already made up your mind to go and talk on television when the senators have not even considered any issue." Can you imagine? "I'm not arguing with you. I'm only saying, please allow me to preside as the President General now. Sit down and not talk. You can't have an opinion as long as Mr. Akpabio is there." Senator Dickson diffused the tension by clarifying that he merely intended to propose moving the discussion to a closed session. He emphasized his consistent respect for his colleagues and Senate President while requesting similar courtesy in return. That courtesy no get though. He no get courtesy at all. Obed Oguwagbo says democracy have gone in Tinubu government since Tete. Jennifer Okuma says this man is power drunk but lacks courtesy and decorum. Someone at that level should be more calm and gentle. They are not. They are not. They should be more calm and gentle than what I see. It's unfortunate, quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Anthony Uchenna says 2027 presidential election will be announced even before primary election begin. These people are more evil than Satan. Before uncle, even Satan go be like now they try. Una pass me for this level. They Satan self they learn for where them Wike and Akpabio they learn no. Ayotunde Awonisi says, "I am a crusader of fair justice in all ramifications. These serious issues in Rivers State needs drastic intervention, which the president has done. I work and live, and all my children were born in Port Harcourt, the state capital of Rivers State. We all know how volatile reactions of people of Rivers State can be if it is not managed well, which the president has done already, and after the declaration of state of emergency to pave way for reconciliation, cooperation, understanding, and healing." What makes you think that they want to reconcile or they want to negotiate anything? DJ Francis Mosu says, "Senate President, whom used to be the favorite in AKS, is now a loser. To me, a man who is never contented and allowed himself to be used is nothing but a poor beggar. Yes, so not a man. It's a shame that he's the worst Senate President Nigeria has ever had. I'm telling you, he's the worst. Absolutely worst. The worst Senate President Nigeria has ever had. And this is already written in the books of life, as in the first English person that they'll be accusing of sexual assault, and that's not the first person accusing you of sexual assault. You're holding that esteemed position, and you're just misusing it anyhow, just doing anyhow. It is well. Agreeing to policies that accuse many in Nigeria and brought a state down due to godfatherism. Tomorrow is pregnant. I wish them long life to see how far they've managed the country. Fingers crossed. It is well. Michael Okechukwu says, this country don't enter one chance. Since 30. Since. Engineer Dominic says, in this motor-power government, Tinubu is the driver. Senate president issues the ticket, and Wike is the motor boy. Always the motor boy. No orderliness in leadership. Nigeria is gone, as in gone. Gone. Except God decides to save us from these people. Mark Okeke says, Akpabio is just hoping for a future exchange which Tinubu will offer him because he is the greatest godfather. Sabio. King Obodo says, what brought about you a former governor and I'm a former governor? I'm telling you. Why? What brought about that discussion? The way they talk, the way Akpabio talks, the way Wike talks, I'll be like, who are these people? Why are they talking like this? Like, they would just talk irrelevant things. You were a former governor and I'm a former governor. What has that got to do with you telling him to off his mic? If he has not taken bribe, let him not worry. They will see the result of this wicked to a sitting governor. Of course they took bribe now. What do you think he went to do with Wike yesterday? And they said that Wike gave him some money in dollars safe. So he shared dollars to them in the Senate. They go agree now. They will agree. Andrew Anna says, presently, Tinubu is not sure of the north. What he's doing in River State may cost him south. Meanwhile, southeast has always been a no-go area because, truth be said, Tinubu is occupying the turn of southeast in the presidency and he knows that very well. 2027 is going to be interesting. My only fear is that we need a further strengthening of our electoral reform to address the grey areas we noticed during 2023 general election. Unfortunately, our rubber stamp Senate and House of Reps, so those ones, they are nothing to write them about. Ibrahim Booker says, the rubber stamp is talking. We are finished in Nigeria. Those people will never protect the people's interests rather than their own interests. We've always known that one, that they don't care about us. They only care about themselves. All they care about is their stomach, what they are going to eat, what they are going to get, their salary, their allowance. They don't care about us, really. It's just their own personal interests that they care about. So, my listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.